everyone. So this is going to be Jack's almost 22 month update. I'll just call it 22 months since he's going to be 22 months this Wednesday, the 28th of March. Hey buddy, can you get down? And when I say get down, I mean like he is like almost to the ceiling. So hold on one second. Come here, sweetheart. You really should not be up there. Let's get down, alright? Let's keep our feet on the floor. Do you want to watch Gabba's? You've been so good today. You didn't watch any TV, so we can do one episode of Gabba. So, yeah, he's 22, well, almost 22 months old now, and so we haven't done an update since he was like 15 months old. So, yeah, that was almost 7 months ago now, which is crazy to think about. So, I guess if you haven't been able to figure it out already, he's kind of obsessed with Yo Gabba Gabba, which is kind of like toddler crack, to be honest with you. But, alright, here you go. So you have it on my Kindle Fire, which has like greasy fingerprints all over it. It's basically his Kindle Fire, it's not mine, even though I got it for Christmas. And he just handed me like his worn out Muno. So, yeah, it's like, I don't know what happened between now and last time I did an update, but he's like really into like characters. He gets very fixated on things now, and it's not even that we watch like a ton of TV. Like we got some like Yo Gabba Gabba like Beanie Babies for Christmas from a friend, and he like carries Plex around constantly, and he like right now he's playing with Fufa and Muno. And he just like has them, like he role plays a lot with them, I guess. So yeah, Yo Gabba Gabba, he's kind of into it if you guys can't tell. That's actually going to be the theme for his second birthday party. When we were in Florida visiting Laura and Layton, he kind of attached himself to their Plex Beanie Baby that they had there. I would show it to you guys, but both of his Plexes are in the dryer right now. I just like gave them a really good like hand washing. And the water was so gross. Like, I'll actually insert a photo of it because it is like, it'll show you how much he carries this thing around constantly. I guess it's kind of like his lovey or like his comfort object, and this is kind of one of his new developmental things that he's had. He's just kind of attached himself to this Plex. He started chewing on like the little, you know how Plex has a thing coming out his head, like an antenna? Yeah, antenna, there we go. So he started chewing on Plex's antenna when he was teething, and ever since then he just carries him around with him. So, and he really likes the intro of the television show Yo Gabba Gabba. He likes to shout out the characters' names as they come up on the screen. So yeah, and we let him watch a little bit of TV too. So, anywhoozle, enough about Yo Gabba Gabba. Let's see what else has changed with Jack. I'm gonna do a nursing update separate from this video. I don't want to try to cram all the, because I feel like it'll be like half about breastfeeding if I try to cram it all into this update about him. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a separate video on it. And so let's see, I have a little cheat sheet that I've been making now for months. It's like all gross and dirty. So let's see, first on the list, and this is in no particular order, first thing I have written down is bow legs. So if you guys have been watching my videos for a while now, you know that Jack had very kind of like an extreme case of bow-leggedness for like the first year of his life. And I was even getting like private messages from people like asking me like, why haven't I taken him to a doctor? Like, why is he not, I don't know what they were expecting me to do. Like, some people asked me if it was because he walked so early, like as if I made him walk early, or if it was like the cloth diapers that made him bow-legged. And without getting into like a whole tangent about bow legs, basically all babies are born with them. It's because of the way their legs form in the womb, and they're in that fetal position where their knees are basically like up against their face, and they're just like so crouched up in a ball that they just form in that bowed position. So all babies are born with bow-leggedness to some extent. He just happened to have kind of like, you know, a very like noticeable case of it. And I did plenty of research about it, and I wasn't worried at all, even though other people seem to be. and everything I read said that it would resolve itself and they would straighten out as his legs grew, and that's exactly what happened. Like, his legs are so straight now, and I will also insert a picture here just so you guys can see the difference between, I think the first picture was taken at like 12 or 13 months, and the second was like at 18 months. So he's had a huge growth spurt in his height since then. So you will be able to notice a dramatic difference with his legs. That leads me to my next thing. His height has really taken off in the last like 6 or 7 months. It's insane. He's kind of losing some of his babiness, which makes me sad because like his stomach is so skinny now. We used to have to be on like a wider snap on his cloth diapers. Sorry. We used to have to be like on a yuckies. We used to have to be on like a wider snap on his cloth diapers. But now we're actually able to go a little bit narrow now because his waist is so skinny and he almost has like a 6-pack. It's kind of weird how like he's a very solid boy. He's not like wasting away or anything. When I say skinny, I don't mean like emaciated or bony or anything. Like, he's solid. He's very strong. He's very muscular. He's a good sized boy. His weight right now is around like 27 pounds. So I don't remember what he was at 15 months, but I don't think it was, I think he was closer to 24 or 25 pounds then. So he hasn't really put on a ton of weight, but he's had, you know, he's grown. His height, like I said, has gone up so much. I don't know his exact measurements. We need to go back to the doctor pretty soon here, and it's just so hard to measure him anyway to get an accurate measurement. We are still cloth diapering. I had posted like a status, for those of you who follow me on Facebook, I posted a status about him potentially being ready for potty training, and he has gone number 2 on the potty a couple of times. Actually like 3 times. Sorry, I keep messing with my hair. I know it's annoying, but yeah, so there. So yeah, he went a couple times, but it was more us just practicing elimination communication, which I don't know. Basically, you just watch for their cues, like you watch their face, or you just know that there's some sign that they make that they communicate to you when they've sorry, there's like something on my lens. There's something, like, they have their own ways of communicating when they're about to go, you know, to the bathroom. And basically what it was, I noticed he was starting to like turn red in the face and grunt, so I just plopped him on his little potty and then he went. So for now, we're not potty training like full on. We're just kind of like, we have a potty out in the living room, we have one in his bedroom, and we're just kind of like familiarizing him with the idea of it. Okay. Are you trying to steal my lemonade again?
Which ball?
You see, oh, that's your balloon. Go get it. He's obsessed with this balloon. Yeah, we're still cloth diapering during the day, but we have started using disposables at night. And the reason for that is because I don't know if his schedule got messed up or what, but he has started doing like the majority of the peeing at night. And like, he will have like dry diaper after dry diaper after dry diaper during the day. Like, he just will not soak them anymore. And then he would just soak through like 3 inserts plus like a hemp insert at night. And like, we co-sleep, so the sheets smell like piss, which is just obnoxious. So, and then with teeth, he has 14 teeth now. He cut like 5 teeth in 1 month, like no joke. He cut all 4 of his molars and like one of his lateral incisors and all that. So yeah, and then he's gotten 2 more canines since then. So he has 14 teeth now, and I'm pretty sure he'll have 16 pretty soon. His bottom canines will come in. The canines have been the hardest, like no joke. They have been very difficult for him. The molars didn't really seem to bother him too much. I'm gonna skip these next 2 because it's about nursing and solids. I will do a separate video on that. Sleeping, well, I guess that's kind of related, but he still wakes up at least once a night to nurse. But we co-sleep, so it's not something I really keep track of, to be honest with you. Like, when I was getting up out of my bed and like going to his nursery and like rocking him back to sleep, I knew exactly how many times, but now I kind of don't notice because he kind of just, you know, he'll fuss a little bit, he'll crawl over, he'll nurse himself back to sleep, or I'll nurse him back to sleep. got over how he's very attached to like certain toys now, which he wasn't before. He's starting to recognize like objects in a universal sense, and what I mean by that is like he will see, like you could draw a picture of something, you could show him like the real object, you could show him it in like cartoon form or on a computer or in a book, and he will recognize that same object over and over. And it's not like this with all objects, but yeah. So like for example, it's like dogs and cats and fish and bananas, and these are also the words that he knows how to say. Physical skills, I feel like he's gotten so many in the last 7 months that I can't even name them all, but I will try to go over some of the words that he can say now. I've made a list and I just keep adding to it and all that. So he can say cheese, ow, uh-oh, no, yes, bye, hi. He can say want this, but except it's more like a, he like blends the words together, so it's want this. He can say water, he can say dog, he can say dada, mama. He can say, and then there's lots of words that he can communicate that we understand that he's trying to say, but like to anybody else they probably wouldn't understand that's what he's trying to say. So for example, there's popsicle, which he says badis. He says yum. He says wets, which means plex from Yo Gabba Gabba. He says muwo, which means muno, like he forgets some syllables sometimes. It's those 2-syllable words that get him, and then like some certain syllables he just can't say. He can say is, which means please. He says bois for Jayhawk, and I have no idea why bois means Jayhawk to him, but that's what it means. So, and Jayhawk is our, like the college that I went to, it's the mascot. He can say TT or kitty. He kind of interchanges those. He just started saying thank you or thanks. He says tis, which means kiss. He says nama, which means nana, like his grandma Nana or a banana. He calls both of them namas. He says sish, which means fish, 2, 6, 5, and just some other random numbers. Like he will, like you can tell that he's learning a lot and he's really into learning right now, which is just amazing to see. Yeah, I'm just like so excited about this stage. Like he's still a baby in a lot of ways, but like he still nurses, he's still in diapers, he still cries when he gets overwhelmed or upset, and needs to be comforted. He still lets me wear him sometimes. I don't know, he's a big boy in some ways and he's still a baby in others, and so that's kind of like part of the reason why I'm putting off like trying to conceive a little bit longer, because I would just rather him be a little bit more done with those like baby things, because I've kind of come to the decision that I'm not the kind of person that can handle like 2 babies at once. Like I need one to be more out of that stage before I have another. And I totally applaud people who can handle it. I'm not one of them. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's all I wrote down. I'm sure there's more. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. And yeah, sorry for my annoying bangs and my awesome face. Hey Jack, do you want to come say hi? Come say hi. Oh, Gabba just ended. Perfect timing. So yeah, we'll see you guys later, and I will do a 22-month nursing update separately, and we'll see you guys later.